Hello YouTube, my name is Scott Perdue. I'm an Amazon author of over 100 books, tons of Christian books, self-help books, all kinds of stuff on there. Next time you're on Amazon, type my name in the search bar, Scott Perdue, see what all pulls up. There's definitely some books that appeal to you. Grab those up, change your life forever. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about a book I'd recently written called Living on Purpose, a comprehensive guide to a meaningful and fulfilling life. Today's lesson is the art of mindful relationship, cultivating love and connection. Techniques and practices for building deep, fulfilling relationships through mindfulness and intentionality. In the Christian faith, Jesus serves as the ultimate role model for how to live a life of love, compassion, and meaningful connection. His teachings and actions provide profound insights into building deep, fulfilling relationships through mindfulness and intentionality. By examining his life and applying biblical principles, we can cultivate relationships that reflect his love and grace. This report explores the art of mindful relationships, drawing on Scripture to guide us in building connections that are both deep and fulfilling. Understanding mindful relationships. What are mindful relationships? Mindful relationships involve being fully present and attentive to others, fostering connections based on genuine understanding and compassion. This approach requires intentional effort to listen, empathize, and respond with love. The importance of mindful relationships. Mindful relationships are crucial for several reasons. Number one, authenticity. They encourage honest and open communication, leading to genuine connections. Number two, empathy. They foster a deep understanding for others' experiences and feelings. Number three, trust. They build a foundation for trust and respect, essential for any strong relationship. Resilience. They help relationships withstand challenges through mutual support and understanding. Jesus has a model of mindful relationships. Jesus' mindful approach to relationships. Jesus demonstrated mindfulness in his relationships through his intentions with individuals and his teachings on love and compassion. Example 1, the woman at the well, John 4, 1 through 26. In this story, Jesus encounters a Samaritan woman at a well. Despite cultural and social barriers, he engages with her thoughtfully and compassionately. Number 1, presence. Jesus was fully present in the moment, engaging the woman in a meaningful conversation. Number 2, listening. He listened to her story without judgment, understanding her struggles and needs. Number 3, empathy. He empathized with her situation and offered her hope and redemption. This encounter illustrates how Jesus' mindful approach fostered a deep, transformative connection. Jesus' teachings on love and compassion. Jesus' teachings emphasize the importance of love and compassion in relationships. Example 2, the greatest commandment, Matthew 22, 36 through 40. When asked about the greatest commandment, Jesus responded, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." This commandment underscores the importance of loving others as a reflection of our love for God. It encourages us to cultivate relationships based on selfless love and compassion. Techniques for building mindful relationships. Practicing presence. Being fully present in our interactions is fundamental to mindful relationships. Scripture example, Mary and Martha, Luke 10, 38 through 42. In this story, Jesus visits the home of Mary and Martha. While Martha is distracted with preparations, Mary sits at Jesus' feet, fully present and attentive to his words. Jesus commends Mary for choosing the better part, highlighting the value of being present. Number 1, focus on the moment. Avoid distractions and give your full attention to the person you're with. Number 2, active listening. Listen without interrupting, acknowledging and validating the other person's feelings. Number 3, nonverbal cues. Use eye contact, nodding, and open body language to show you're engaged. Cultivating empathy. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others, fostering deeper connections. Scripture example, the Good Samaritan, Luke 10, 25 through 37. Jesus tells the parable of the Good Samaritan to illustrate true compassion. The Samaritan helps a wounded man, showing mercy and empathy regardless of social boundaries. Number 1, put yourself in their shoes. Try to understand the other person's perspective and experiences. Number 2, show compassion. Respond with kindness and support, offering help and comfort when needed. Number 3, avoid judgment. Refrain from making assumptions or judgments, focusing instead on understanding and acceptance. Practicing forgiveness. Forgiveness is essential for maintaining healthy relationships and fostering reconciliation. Scripture example. Forgiveness of the adulterous woman, John 8, 1 through 11. When a woman caught in adultery is brought before Jesus, he responds with compassion and forgiveness. He tells her accusers, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." After they leave, he tells the woman, "Go now and leave your life of sin." Number 1, let go of grudges. Release feelings of resentment and bitterness towards others. Number 2, offer grace. Extend forgiveness even when it is difficult, as an act of love and mercy. Number 3, seek reconciliation. Strive to repair and restore relationships that have been damaged by conflict. Practicing selflessness. Let's see, I gotta find my space here. Practicing selflessness. Selflessness involves putting the needs and well-being of others before our own, reflecting Christ's sacrificial love. Scripture example, Jesus washes the disciples' feet, John 13, 1 through 17. In an act of humility and service, Jesus washes his disciples' feet, teaching them to serve one another selflessly. Number 1, serve others. Look for opportunities to serve and help those around you. Number 2, prioritize others' needs. Consider the needs and desires of others in your decisions and actions. Number 3, practice humility. Approach relationships with a humble and giving heart, valuing others above yourself. Intentionality in relationships. Intentionality involves making deliberate choices to nurture and strengthen relationships. Scripture example, Jesus and his disciples. Jesus was intentional in choosing and investing in his disciples. He spent time teaching, mentoring, and building deep relationships with them. Number 1, invest time. Dedicate quality time to the people you care about, building strong and lasting connections. Number 2, set goals. Establish relationship goals such as improving communication or resolving conflicts. Number 3, be proactive. Take the initiative to reach out, plan activities, and create opportunities for connection. Building mindful relationships in different contexts. Family relationships. Family relationships are foundational and can benefit greatly from mindfulness and intentionality. Scripture example, the prodigal son, Luke 15, 11 through 32. In the prodigal son, the father demonstrates unconditional love and forgiveness toward his wayward son. This story highlights the importance of grace and compassion in family relationships. Number 1, practice patience. Be patient and understanding with family members, recognizing that everyone has their own struggles. Number 2, show appreciation. Express gratitude and appreciation for your family, acknowledging their contributions and sacrifices. Number 3, resolve conflicts. Address conflicts and understandings with empathy and willingness to forgive. Friendships. Friendships thrive on mutual respect, trust, and genuine care for one another. Scripture example, David and Jonathan. 1 Samuel 18, 1 through 4. The friendship between David and Jonathan is a powerful example of loyalty and selfless love. Jonathan's support and sacrifice for David illustrate the depth of their bond. Number 1, be trustworthy. Build trust by being reliable, honest, and supportive. Number 2, celebrate together, sharing your friends' joy and successes, showing genuine happiness for their achievements. Number 3, support in difficult times. Stand by your friends during challenging times, offering a listening ear and a helping hand. Romantic relationships. Romantic relationships require a foundation of love, respect, and mutual understanding. Scripture example, Ephesians 5, 25 through 33. Paul's instruction to husbands and wives emphasizes love and respect as the cornerstone of a healthy marriage. He encourages husbands to love their wives as Christ loved the church, and wives to respect their husbands. Number 1, communicate openly. Foster open and honest communication, discussing both joys and concerns. Number 2, practice sacrifice. Be willing to make sacrifices for your partner's well-being and happiness. Number 3, nurture intimacy. Spend quality time together, engaging in activities and strengthen your bond and deepen your connection. Community relationships. Community relationships involve engaging with others in spirit of love and service. Scripture example, Acts 2, 42 through 47. Early Christian community in Acts exemplifies unity, generosity, and mutual support. They shared their possessions, met together regularly, and cared for each other's needs. Number 1, build inclusivity. Create an inclusive and welcoming environment where everyone feels valued and accepted. Number 2, serve together. Participate in community service projects and initiatives that benefit others. Number 3, Foster unity. Promote unity and collaboration, working together towards common goals and shared values. Conclusion of this lesson. Cultivating mindful relationships requires intentional effort and a commitment to living out the principles of love, empathy, forgiveness, selflessness, and intentionality, exemplified by Jesus. By practicing presence, cultivating empathy, practicing forgiveness, selflessness, and intentionality, we can build deep, fulfilling relationships that reflect the love and grace of Christ. Whether in family relationships, romantic relationships, or community interactions, applying these techniques and drawing on Scripture can transform our relationships, leading to a more connected and meaningful life. Remember, the art of mindful relationships is a lifelong journey, one that continuously draws us closer to our true purpose and to the heart of Jesus' teachings. All right, that concludes this lesson today. Thank you for following this video. Please like it and subscribe to the channel. There's a ton more videos coming, tons more stuff. I've got lots of books on Amazon for you. Search my name in the search bar on Amazon, Scott Perdue. Find some wonderful books, buy a couple of them, get them in, change your life forever. Anyway, thank you for following me through this lesson. Again, like the channel, or like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you again soon. Have a blessed day.